pass complete to 12 Fallon. Forced out by 24 Colton Judd. Boston 2 second quarter.
You're on YouTube right now? That's it there? I think we got it fixed now, Jay. 2nd and 10, the Wolves have it.
Yeah, big pressure by Castillo on the quarterback, and then Colton Judge out in the flat. Just did not let that receiver past him. Good job defensively. We're doing end around, double pass.
That was a backup quarterback suck up right there.
Hey, there's a reason they moved him to receiver, I think. Good job by Calhoun, kind of sticking with that and not getting fooled on the end around action. Brings up third and about 10 here, 3rd and goal.
Yeah, huge play right here, Jay. If they can force a field goal opportunity. 2 goes in motion. It's going to be a counter play. That's Colton Judd stopping that. Guess
who? Colton Judd making a big play defensively. Yeah, it's going to bring on the field goal unit, and man, that's considering how the first quarter went. You got to consider that a win right there.
Yeah, that no doubt is a win right there.
As we talked before the broadcast, they're using the NCAA uprights, and they're a little narrower. So, see if maybe we can get a miss here. And
it's a 26-yard attempt from Mendez. And it's blocked. That's Cabrales with the block right there, Jay. Huge block right there.
Big play, big play.
Finally, Calhoun gets a break that they needed, trailing 14-0.
Man, really needed that. Let's get the ball here and go on about a 87-yard drive and cut this lead in half. Be 1st and 10 Calhoun. They're going to put the ball where they kicked it from, so it's going to be about the 20-yard line. Apologize for some of our technical difficulties there earlier. Looks like we got it ironed out, and hope you guys enjoy this broadcast.
Be Campos up the middle. Gaining about 9 yards right there.
Good job. That's the first big run by the fullback. Parker's had some good runs there in the first quarter, but they've really been kind of clogging up that middle and taking away the fullback. So good to get 9 yards on first down.
They'll give them 8. There's a flag on the play, Jay.
Yeah, they're going to call a hold there on Salinas, but maybe he got his hands outside of the chest, but I don't know. Looked like a good block to me. It's what I would consider a good old-fashioned pancake. Watch it here on the replay. I don't see it. Nonetheless, bring up 2nd and 11. Boy, trailing. He had the first down there, trailing 14-0. This is not a great time to get a call like that, but maybe all you can do is overcome it at this point.
Going to be Salinas taking the pitch. And he gets close, Jay. He dives to about the 29. Comes about a yard short, half a yard.
Got the holding yardage back himself, so bring up a 3rd and short. Might see a quarterback sneak here.
Yeah, on replay, Campos and Hadley, they were almost close to getting a block in the back. They peeled off. So here comes another huge third down. It's going to be Campos up the middle. No,
Nope,
excuse me,
Salinas.
that's going to be Salinas on the edge. They haven't fooled me there, Jay.
Hey, he did a nice job of finishing that run, too. Get another yard or two out of it, staying tough.
You know, Jay, right here, all we need is just a clock bleeding drive, you know, get 14-7 maybe, and then Calhoun gets the ball after the half.
Absolutely. 14-7, you got a whole new ball game here, despite how that first quarter went. Went about as bad as you could imagine for Calhoun, but referee's going to huddle here. Gives Davenport a chance to substitute. May have been an issue with the clock or something, not really sure.
Please reset the game clock to 8:50. 8:50. The clock will start on my whistle.
Looks like the clock was running there after the first down. We're going to add a little bit more time on there. Be 1st and 10 from Calhoun's own 41-yard line. Be nice to sustain a drive here and get over in that end zone that says Roadrunners. Pitch out to Hadley. Good yardage around the end. Got about 5 or 6 yards on the carry.
Taken out of bounds by C.J. Tanner. Had to relay a message to Tanya about the link. The one that she posted for us, Jay, wasn't working, but told her to send everybody to the Calhoun YouTube page and just click on there.
Yeah, hopefully that'll erase any confusion from our viewers there. 2nd and 5 here from the 46. Pitch out to Hadley again.
Good block right there by Salinas. Brings up a 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, you got to think maybe if he cuts that up a little bit, you know, 17's there in pursuit.
3rd and
Eric
4.
Singletary, but need to get north and south on these guys because they've got a lot of lateral speed.
Salinas in motion. It's going to be Parker getting across midfield. 40, 35, 30, 25. They're going to mark him at the 25.
Big gain there, about 30 yards.
Yeah, 28, pickup of 28 right there.
Nice
Just following
job.
his blocks right there.
Yeah, nice job of making the read there. And, you know, that's about his 3rd run there where he's really done a good job of setting up his blocks and just going right up the middle of that Davenport defense.
Yeah, he was just on the rear end of Aiden Brown right there, 54. Salinas in motion. He's going to take the pitch. Looking for a block. Halley gets it. He steps out of bounds, Jay, about the 17. They'll credit Eric Singletary, with the tackle there.
Sandcrabs get 8 yards on 1st down. They'll take that every time. A lot of things you can do at 2nd and 2. Inside the red zone now here. Got to get in the end zone here, though.
2nd and 2 from the 17. It's going to be Campos. Taken down by a host of Wolves. Gianni Evans-Williams with the first contact.
Man, might have been a little motion on that play by the Sandcrabs, but no call. But Campos looked like Mike Allstott from Tampa Bay on that play, just running through kids.
Eric Singletary also with the credit on tackle. So it's a 1st and goal here, Jay, from the 10.
Yeah, you gotta finish this one in the end zone.
This drive started at the 20 after the blocked field goal. And it's going to be Parker staying on his feet. He gets inside the 5. They'll mark him at the 2.
Boy,
It'll be second and goal.
Parker stumbled in a little bit, put his hand on the ground. You know, if he transitions around the end smoother, you got to think he's almost in the end zone, but big gainer anyway. Second and goal from the 3. Just under 7 minutes to play here in the second quarter.
And that's going to be Alex Parker scoring from 2 yards out.
Campos.
Excuse me, Campos.
Good job of pulling that ball and, boy, staying strong with it and diving in the end zone.
Nah, Jay, that was Parker from 2.
That was Parker, yeah,
that was Parker.
Yeah. I need to watch my monitor here instead of trying to look all the way down there.
Tom Moo's point after is good, so Calhoun cuts the lead to 14-7.
Big answer right there, Dom. That's exactly what you need if you're a Sand Crab fan.
Yeah, Jay, we have a ball game now. You know, I think that Cabrales' blocked field goal really gave the Sand Crabs a boost there.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if that was jitters in the first quarter. You know, you played in a big venue, that could be it, but it didn't really seem like that. It just seemed like Davenport came out and really kind of punched Calhoun in the mouth a little bit, but what a response. Bowed their necks down here in defensive stand like they've done all year. Blocked field goal by Cabrales, and then boom, boom, boom down the field. Big run by Parker, and then Parker finishes off the drive with a nice dive, and real tough running by him tonight.
Are you on your YouTube? Yeah.
As explosive as Davenport's been, you want to see that defense do it again. And
picked up on the bounce at the 15. And that's going to be a late hit on Aguilar there, Jay. Emmett Griman was taken out. Looking like Aguilar might have hit him out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, he was kind of tiptoeing down the sideline, and to me, that just looked like, you know, I'm way up here, but to me, it just looked like good, strong defense, making sure that he didn't get any more yardage. But referees are talking about it anyway.
Yeah, that's on that far Calhoun side, so we couldn't see it from here. But it looked like he might have been, like you said, either out of bounds or right there on that edge of going out.
If you're a Calhoun fan, you'd like to see him pick up the flag here.
It's going to be a personal foul. Yeah, let's see the replay here, Jay.
Yeah, there's an initial tackle over there.
Yeah, he's out of bounds, clearly. I mean, you hate to see it for us, but, yeah, he was clearly out of bounds there.
He was out of bounds for sure, yes.
The Calhoun faithful didn't like it, but replay shows he was. So the Wolves will start after the penalty, 1st and 10 from the 42. They're up 14-7, 6:20. That's going to be fouling. And there's a flag there, Jay.
Yeah, I think Big 76 they had a little.
Yeah, a little hold right there.
Hold there. Well, you know, back when I used to play basketball, back in the Stone Ages, Dom, when you get a call like that, you would say, "Ball don't lie," and I think you saw maybe a makeup call there by the refs, but either way, karma or whatever you want to call it, we'll take 1st and 20.
Yeah, you know, Jay, that's the beauty of having a replay monitor after this, so it's really nice.
Absolutely.
You know, Ross has chimed in that, you know, we need that all the time. So maybe we'll talk to Marcus about giving us another channel another camera for next year to replay.
Right, or maybe Calhoun can play all their games at Alamo Dome, all their home games next year. We can do that as well. Yeah, a lot of juking around over there by the receiver, but about a 10, 11-yard gain. That was Emmett Griman, big tight end. You know, he's got some moves after the catch. Makes it 2nd and 9.
You know, they almost got Castillo there again. You know, it dove at his feet. You know, Coach Salinas going to have to remind his kids, you know, so close to the sideline, they're going to have to peel off a little bit. You know, and being an athlete, that's kind of hard, you know, to do. You're going full speed.
Yeah, these are hustle plays. These are not Calhoun playing dirty. They're just hustling and losing sight of where the sideline is.
That's caught right there. Tackled by Salinas, but that's close to a first down.
Yeah, good job by Salinas and making sure he didn't get past him.
Dante Singletary with the reception.
In Sand Crab territory now.
Looking to go deep. And he's wide open, number 13.
You know, a lot of their plays have been out to the flat, some out routes. That's the first time they've really gone down the field, and big time throw and catch there by Davenport.
They hit him on that post. Looked like nobody from the secondary went with them. I don't know if that was Salinas or Aguilar that was supposed to pick him up there. But nevertheless, like I said, Davenport's right there. Well, that's a fumble right there, Jay. The replay shows that the ball was out. It's picked up by Maverick Cortez.
Yeah, the Wolves don't like it, but hey, Sand Crabs will take it.
So now they're conferring right there, Jay. Looks like, let's see.
Yeah, that's first down Sand Crabs.
Yeah, that's a first down Sand Crabs. Marcus caught that.
Wolves fans over here on our side do not like it, but boy, you talk about an opportunity with 4:20 to go. Go down there and tie this football game and get the ball back to begin the second half. Big opportunity here. So
So we'll take it up here, Jay. So Calhoun have it 1st and 10 from the 8 after the Wolves turnover.
Yeah, how about a 93-yard drive here?
It's going to be the lead option with Parker. And he gets to about the 15-yard line. 7 yards on first down, Jay. Huge play right there.
Yeah, you get 6, 7 yards on first down. That's what Calhoun wants. Keep it second and manageable. Big opportunity here for the Sand Crabs.
It's going to be the lead option going the other way to Salinas. Gets a block, and he bursts through that hole. Gets around number 16, still on his feet towards midfield.
Yes, sir.
And that's about a 38-yard run for Derek Salinas right there.
Hey, you know, when he was previewing this game, Coach Witt talked about how well Davenport ran at the regional track meet. But there's another guy that ran well at the track meet all year, Derek Salinas, and he showed off his speed there, and big play to get it into Davenport territory. They're going to take a timeout here. They might – I don't think Davenport likes where the momentum is right now in this football game, Dom.
Yeah, you know, number 16, Jalen Morrow right there. You know, Derek kind of juked him out of his shoes there. But, you know, like I said earlier, you know, you just mentioned, you know, Derek, last year he was doing well in track. And then I think he had a hamstring injury.
Tore his hamstring.
You know, so he has speed on the edge, you know. And credit the blockers, you know, downfield. Help set that up.
Davenport coaches got the ref huddle up here. I don't know if they're talking about that fumble play or if they're complaining about maybe some of the blocking, but that's interesting to see. They're bringing the umpire over too now. You know, Davenport's head coach, he's got a last name that's got about 26 letters, all 26 letters of the alphabet in it.
Yeah, Zimmerhansel, J.D. Zimmerhansel.
Yeah.
Almost reminds me of yours, Jay. I thought, earlier you said it was Strassner. I kept calling you Strassner.
Right. Yeah, he's this guy's from the old country for sure, old hill country. But anyway, big opportunity here with 3:16 left, 1st and 10 for the Sand Crabs.
Yeah, the ball's at the 47 after that 38-yard run from Salinas. It's going to be Campos shifting away, sidesteps the defender, still on his feet there, Jay. Being chased down by 46, and he's going to score, Jay. That's a 47-yard touchdown run. Boom. My, oh, my. He got away from Marcus Averson there.
Watch the replay here. This guy's bobbing and weaving like Muhammad Ali. Get off of him. And then the last
stiff arm right there.
Stiff arm and maybe a little bit of face mask, but hey, that's all right. Jace Campos, ladies and gentlemen.
And Moo's extra point is no good, Jay. Number 0 got in there, Evans Williams. It might have made him rush it, but nonetheless, Campos scores from 47 yards.
Yeah, we mentioned those NCAA uprights, and, in high school that probably would have been a good one, but, hey, 14-13, not bad. We got a chance later in the game to make that up, and, boy, we got a whole new ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Was that 53 yards, Don?
47.
47.
Hey, Jay, everybody thought, that the Wolves were going to blow us out, run away down 14-0, but Calhoun has owned the second quarter in these playoffs. They have dominated. I believe they put up either 21 or 28 on Zapata. The same thing the following game against Burnett. And then last week against Alice, they did the same thing. So once again, Calhoun, they have a 14-0 advantage or 13-0 advantage here in the second quarter. Get it within one.
Yeah, first quarter was all Davenport. Second quarter's been all Calhoun. But you got to hold tight these last 3 minutes because Davenport can really explode with the football.
That's Barrett Fallon right there.
Good. Is that Aguilar down there again on the tackle? Goodness gracious. Kicks the ball off and then heads down there and makes the tackle. What a player.
Yeah, that is Aguilar right there.
What a player. Averaged 45 yards a punt last week, and, man, I think that was really overshadowed what he did in the special teams to really flip the field on 2 or 3 different occasions there. 1st and 10 here by Davenport at the 28. Real important defensive stand here for Calhoun.
That's going to be Fallon for no gain. Maverick Cortez.
There again?
Yeah, Maverick Cortez with the tackle.
Well, he's a player that you didn't really, at least from my standpoint, didn't really talk about a lot going into the year, but he's really come on and solidified that defensive end spot.
2-by-2 set. Looking to pass. He's going to take a deep shot right there, looking for 19, and just overthrows him. Aguilar with the coverage.
Aguilar with the coverage, and Cortez really put a rush on the quarterback there. Forced him to kind of throw that ball from a different arm slot, and I think that affected the accuracy there. So back-to-back plays by Cortez brings up a 3rd and 10, and dadgum, Dom, Sand Crabs get the ball again here in the second quarter.
The intended receiver right there was Kyler Payne. Yeah, a quick 3 and out here, Jay, would do wonders. I think we have 2 timeouts or either 1 timeout with 2:24. This would be huge right here, 3rd and 10.
Calhoun faithful making their presence felt over there with the defense chant. You love to hear it.
High snap, it's rolling to his right. And that's a easy pitch and catch right there. Griman once again, his go-to receiver.
Yeah, Coach Salinas not happy with the coverage over there on the sideline, but
yeah, that was in front of Marquise Farrow.
well, that would have been a catch in NCAA. He got 2 feet down over there, or in the NFL.
The ball's at the 39. Sidesteps, gets away, and that pass is caught. Gets away from Cabrales, still on his feet. Gets away from Salinas. Inside the 20. Just 2 missed tackles there, Jay.
Yeah, all I can really say there is good job by Cabrales of finally corralling him and keeping him out of the end zone. You know, that should have been about a 7 or 8 yard catch there. And, you know, Coach Salinas upset over there on the sideline those last 2 plays. But this is what Davenport does.
Yeah, huge play by Singletary there. Quick slant to the inside, gets to the 10. Tackled by Aguilar and Judd.
Boy, what really hurts about that long one is, you know, or that sideline route is that we had them 3rd and 10, and, you know, you get a stop there. But this is a game of momentum, and, you know, Davenport's trying to take it back right here.
They're trying to answer Kyler Payne with the reception there. 2nd and 3. The stick route right there, and that's a touchdown, Jay. That's Griman once again. 10-yard touchdown pass, quick strike.
Yeah, kind of had our defender turned around over there. They kind of went after him a little bit on that drive, Dom. I know.
Yeah, Coach Salinas going to have to look at that, Jay. They're starting to pick on Farrell right there on the right side.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, the right side for the Wolves. And it is tipped, blocked, and no good. That's Cabrales once again.
Cabrales again. And that's kind of an equalizer on that one we missed now. You know, takes away the need to potentially go for 2 on the next touchdown. So that's big. .107, you know, 2 timeouts. Get a good return on this kickoff, and, you know, maybe you can make this a 20-20 ball game at halftime and then get the ball in the second half.
Jay, we'll even take 3, make it 20-16.
Absolutely.
You know, any points right now would be good. Seeing that we get the ball back. I mean, that was a heck of an answer right there. You know, the momentum has shifted to the Crabs. You know, the Wolves, they drove down the field, you know, 2 huge plays, you know, from their offense.
Yeah, I made a basketball reference earlier. You know, sometimes it's a game of runs. You know, they jumped out 14-0. We scored 13 straight points. Davenport has an answer. See if Sand Crabs can, you know, like you mentioned, get some sort of points here and get that momentum back going into second half.
Yeah, I like to see, you know, the defensive changes. You know, they've been getting some big chunk plays on the outside. You know, Davenport's kind of been taking away Campos other than that touchdown run, but they have no answers for Salinas and Halley on the outside. So, you know, it's a chess match right now.
And Parker.
It's going to be a pooch kick right there. It's fielded by Aguilar, so he just does it all.
He really does. Doesn't come off the field. You know, punt, kickoff, defense, offense. He's just a heck of a football player.
Calhoun have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Whitaker talking to Parker right here. 1:03, Jay, and I believe we have 1 timeout left.
Hey, I can't read lips, Dom, but I think Coach Witt just said, take the ball and put it in the daggum end zone. So let's let's see if we can do it here. 69-yard drive. I'm here for it. Got it blocked up. Good job by 33 there. Donovan Kirby, senior linebacker.
Yeah, he had a convoy in front of him, like you said, and Kirby took him down.
Well, you can see their athleticism. That was just a heck of a play. Unfortunately, you only get a couple yards there and have to burn a timeout. So you're probably going to need at least 1 explosive play on this drive, Dom, in order to get it down there within field goal range or, you know, hopefully a touchdown. So, you know, Fisher Frank on that seam pattern was really effective last week, and You know, something that Davenport's doing is they're playing that cover two, even though they're playing a predominantly run team. And against Livonia, you know, they had a guy 25 yards from the line of scrimmage. It's nothing over the top. And like Coach Witt said, I talked to him on the field before the game. There's a reason these teams are in the Final Eight. These are two really good football teams, and it's been fun watching them trade blows so far.
Yeah, you know, Jay, the left side of the line for Calhoun, you know, Tate Brodus, he had 2 sacks early on in the first quarter when Alex did try to attempt to, you know, to pass. So, you know, the left side of the line, if we're going to pass here, they got to get them blocked up. Hallie comes in motion, and here's the pass. And there it is, right on cue there, Jay, 43, Brodus. You know, we have no answer on that left side of the line.
Yeah, Parker coming up a little gimpy there. Kind of got his leg caught under him. You know, Davenport's going to call a timeout here, and I think they're thinking at 3rd and long, you know, maybe they can either get a rush on the punt or, you know, maybe a big return.
Now, with 3rd and 17 here, Jay, I'm pretty sure, you know, ball security. You know, ball's at the 24. You know.
Yeah, nothing crazy to the outside, no fumble pitches. You know, Coach Whitaker tells a story about when they played Brenham a few years ago, and I think they tried a pass or something right before halftime, and it was either a pick six or a big fumble on the quarterback. I don't recall exactly the play, but, you know, that cost them in a similar position deep in the playoffs. So nothing crazy. Go into halftime down 7 at the worst, and you get the ball and have an equalizer drive right there.
Late toss to Salinas. And Whitaker is upset right there because they had something right there, Jay.
Yeah, I think, you know, we're probably 1 block away from.
Yeah, Jay's missed that block right there.
Yeah.
And Eric Singletary was able to get it.
So what do you do here? I think they're just going to maybe try to run one play. We got 4 seconds on the clock. No.
And that's going to end the first half here, Jay. A hard-fought first half. You know, Davenport jumped on us early, 14-0. You know, Calhoun struck back in the second quarter with 13 points, and then Davenport right there late.
Well, Coach Witt, he's using this as a teaching opportunity right here, huddling these kids up. You know, it's truly a game of inches. You miss 1 block right there, and who knows? You know, Salinas might still be running.
You know, there, Jay, you know, in the second half, it's a game of adjustment, so I'm curious to see what they do at halftime. I mean, obviously, you know, the Wolves' defensive ends, you know, they're having their way with our left side of the line. You know, so they're taking away the pass plays. You know, Calhoun typically doesn't pass that often, but this year, you know, we've turned it around a little bit different. Parker's thrown for over 500 yards. You know, the touchdowns aren't there, but, you know, he has 4 touchdowns to 1 interception on the year. But that's a new wrinkle, you know, from Calhoun.
Well, and, you know, they're in the second quarter. Davenport was having about 6 guys along the line of scrimmage. Hey, Calhoun's, they don't have their daubers down. They're excited. Look at them going off the field. But, yeah, you know, Davenport's got 6 guys across the line of scrimmage and then those 2 really good linebackers. So, you know, if you can break through that 8-man box, you've got an opportunity, and I think that's kind of what Witt was saying there on the edge. But, hey, there'll be other chances in this game. This is far from over.
Yeah, like you said, you know, you get Campos out there to make that block. You know, Singletary, you know, Salinas, you know, he has the shiftiness to make a couple of guys miss. You know, he might have taken it to the house there. Hey, can y'all hear the band now?
Probably all they're going to get. They're not going to get
Probably be better if we use that other mic, but this is coming off the other sets. So first half stats, Calhoun had 10 first downs. They compiled 251 yards rushing. Davenport had 12 first downs, 34 yards rushing, and 223 yards passing for a total of 257 yards. Derek Salinas has 7 carries for 92 yards. Jace Campos has 3 carries for 62 yards. Alex Parker has 13 carries, 81 yards. Holton Hadley, 4 carries, 16 yards. For the Wolves, Barrett Fallon has 8 carries, 27 yards. Emmett Gryman has 6 catches for 66 yards. Daniel Suckup, 3 receptions, 39 yards. Barrett Fallon, 5 receptions for 18 yards. And once again, Tristan Hamlin has thrown the ball for 212 yards in the first half.
Welcome to the exciting halftime show of Davenport High School, featuring the Davenport varsity dance team, Dazzlers junior varsity dance team, and the Davenport Wolf Band. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming the Davenport Diamonds and Dazzlers to the field. Your Diamond Social Officers are Sismai Victorine, Alana Stanford, and Lily Fuller. Social President is Ava Lucia Taglina. Your Diamond Dance Officers are Lieutenant Maya Kanan, First Lieutenant Emily Williams, First Lieutenant Diana Bonilla, and your Diamond's Captain Nikki Perez. Diamond Dancer of the Week is Sismai Victorine. Your Dazzler Captain is Sienna Wilty, and the Dazzler of the Week is Corey Tingle. The Diamonds and Dazzlers are under the direction of Sarah Gentry and Christina Weinman. The Diamonds would like to thank their platinum level sponsors, Gomez and Gomez Facility Solutions, J. Sapia Consulting, and Allied Fire Protection. Their diamond level sponsors, W4 Construction, and their center stage level sponsor, Burlow Mattress. Tonight, they're performing their long routine to Party Rock Anthem.
All right, and welcome back to the second half. Two great performances by the school's bands there, Jay. We even saw Santa made a little
cameo. Yeah, I'm hoping that Davenport will be like Santa in the second half and give us some gifts in the form of turnovers.
Yeah, Santa came down, his first appearance. In the first half, tell of 2 quarters, Davenport jumped on us early, 14-0, and then Calhoun, came back, fought hard, scored 13 points, and then right before half, Davenport scored.
Yeah, really had an opportunity there, 3rd and 10, to kind of, put the clamps down. But, hey, Davenport's got a good offense, and, they converted 3rd and 10, and then another big pass down the field. Guy broke some tackles, made some moves, and they ended up putting it in the end zone. But it was a 20-13 ball game. I imagine if you told the Sand Crabs going into this 2013 at half, opportunity to go to the state semifinals, they would probably take that. So, let's go win the second half and see what we can do.
Yeah, 24 minutes away, the winner gets Kilgore or Tyler Chapel Hill.
I bet you Coach Witt would like to go play some of those East Texas. He's an East Texas guy. Go play some of those schools from East Texas. No idea where that game might be, but obviously you've got a second half to worry about before you get into all that.
Yeah, Jay, with the mock I posted earlier this week, they predict us to go, as Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football, maybe going back to Region 3. The cutoff might be raised to 990. And those Corpus schools maybe headed south to the valley, and that, puts us kind of in no man's land. One mock that I looked at actually had us coming up here to play San Antonio Kennedy. That's like a 2-hour and 45-minute drive for us. Going out there, they have 2 Fort Bend teams, so
yeah,
we're going to do some traveling, either way.
Yeah, I saw one mock going north where you've got El Campo and some of those, Fort Bend teams. I would rather do that just because I'm kind of more familiar with that area. But, let the chips fall where they may, and here come the Sand Crabs.
Well, Jay, we get the ball first, trailing by 7. And here come the Wolves. We got to have a sustained drive there, Jay. Put the Wolves defense on their heels a little bit. Go down and score. And see what what kind of adjustments they made in the second half. Coach Salina told his guys, in the locker room to kind of press up on the Wolves receivers there. I mean, Davenport really doesn't have an answer for us. If we go to the outside, we can go right back in the middle if they decide to take the outside away. I mean, we saw that in the first half with Campos.
Campos had that big 47-yard touchdown run. Parker had at least 3 carries, 20, 30 yards there. Another one about 40. And a lot of that was just right up the gut. We did hit some stuff outside with Salinas and Hadley, but a lot of it was just right up the middle. And I think that speaks to some of their lateral speed, and putting 6 men up there on the line of scrimmage, trying to free up those linebackers. But football's a chess match sometimes, so it'll be interesting to see what these coaches have drummed up at halftime to attack this second half with.
Yeah, the trio combined for 235 yards rushing in the first half. The trio, Salinas, Campos, and Parker. You know, on the flip side, then you had Hamlin that threw for over 212 yards in the first half. And here we go, Jay.
This second half's going to determine who goes to the semifinals. Let's see if it's the Sand Crabs.
It's going to be a short kickoff going out of bounds, so that works in Calhoun's favor there, Jay. They'll be set up nicely. Start this second half.
Yeah, they've experimented with some different kinds of kicks. You know, so one that was kind of a pooch kick up in the air. Some of them they're trying to kick deep, but that one, for whatever reason, just traveled further out of bounds than it did inbounds. So
yeah, I think they're, you know, Zimmerhansel, you know, might have told Mendez, the place kicker, to keep it away from Cabrales. You know, he's been shifty. Had a nice couple of kickoff returns earlier in the first half.
Absolutely.
But Calhoun have it 1st and 10 from the 40. You know, Jay, here I think, you know, we do not need a pass. You know, we need to keep it, you know, 3rd and manageable, you know, 2nd and manageable, you know, because they got big 43. You know, they're going to shoot.
Yeah, receiver up at the top of the formation.
And there it is.
Not even covered.
Tackled by C.J. Tanner. So, Jay, they are dropping more defenders in the box.
Yeah, Gunnar McCall was out there all by himself. You got to think the coaches are going to see that and say, hey, just rise up and throw that out there to him. He's completely uncovered.
It's 2nd and 14. And here's the chess match here, Jay.
Yeah, they put Fisher Frank out there now, and same type deal. They're not really paying attention to him.
So here comes the lead option. And again,
yes, there have been some adjustments made, Don.
yeah, back-to-back negative plays. That's Eric Singletary with the tackle there. Yeah, Campos once again missed that tackle. I mean, excuse me, the block. Yeah, we're going backwards here, Jay. 3rd and 19.
Yeah, they're really cheating up and trying to take away some of the bread and butter for the Sand Crabs, but we'll counterpunch what they're doing.
So Parker looking to pass. And that's going to be Salinas. He gets a blocker, trying to get away. And he's tackled by Singletary.
Yeah, a little screen play out there, and you know, that would have been a first down if there hadn't been so many lost yardage plays leading up to that. I believe this is going to be the first punt of the night, Dom, for either team.
Yeah, it's a quick 3 and out for the Crabs. That's something we didn't want, Jay. Nonetheless, Emmett Griman goes back to field this Aguilar kick. He's back at his own 19. Play clock's under 5 here, Jay. High snap. Big booming kick. You know, and Aguilar flips the field once again. He's done that all year long. That's Julian Caceres downs the ball at the 3-yard line.
Just what he's a weapon. He's an absolute weapon back there at punter.
Yeah, he's averaged, I think a tick under 44 yards on his punts on the year. The Wolves will have it 1st and 10 from their own 3. Hamlin's about 3 yards in his own end zone here to fill this snap. Looks like it might be an encroachment or a false start.
Yeah, that's
so half the distance.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of yards there, but scoot them on back towards that goal line, and you know, anything can happen with a bad snap or, you know, maybe even a safety here.
Yeah, now Tristan Hamlin's about 5 yards deep. I'd like to see a little mishandled snap here, you know, go the Crabs' way, but ball's at the 1.5 here, Jay.
This is where it's dangerous for those teams that never go under center. You know, you're getting the snap way back in the end zone. And
so he's rolling to his right, and that's a quick pass caught by number 4, tackled by Aguilar and Farrow. Pass caught by Gabriel Bingy. Gain of 8.5 there. 2nd and 3 here, Jay. Ball goes incomplete.
You know, that's about the 2nd or 3rd drop that they've had, you know, just right in their hands. Been nice if Sand Crabs would have had somebody back there to kind of pick that off, but just fell over in no man's land and brings up a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, the intended receiver was Daniel Suck up there. Looks like we're playing a little press here, Jay, so the adjustment might have been made. Number Suckup comes in motion. Aguilar tells him. And that's going to be intercepted by Salinas at the 22.
Hey, that's what you needed. Big momentum shift.
Yeah, the receiver never looked back. That was Emmett Griman trying to go up the seam.
Miscommunication there, but hey, Salinas had his head up and made a play on the ball, and Sand Crab ball on the 22.
They're set up with prime right here, prime field position. See what they do right here, Jay, that quick 3 and out. They're creeping up right here. And Parker has nowhere to go. That's Gianni Evan Williams, the tackle for a loss.
You know, they're just really crowding that line of scrimmage and coming off the edge. You know, 0 Evans Williams on one side, and then 43 Tate Brodus on the other side. And
Jay, at this time, they're going to have to give left tackle Jonathan Falcon some help. He's just getting beat. Like I said, they're loading up again. And that's Parker taking a deep shot, and that's dropped. Julian Cáceres with the drop there.
You know, their defender kind of grabbed his arm on the route, but still, you know, you got to make that catch. You got to haul that in.
Yeah, I know the kid would like to have that one back. You know, 3rd and 12. It's a missed opportunity right there. Nice play call, though, right there. Salinas goes in motion. It's going to be Campos up the middle, staying on his feet. And he's still on his feet, Jay. Cuts back, and that's a touchdown for Calhoun. 24-yard touchdown run. That's the 2nd of the game for Campos.
Just hard, tough running right up the middle. Boom. What I say earlier, Mike Allstott.
He got away from Grant Weiss right there, and then cuts back.
Shades of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers fullback. Just really tough running.
And Tom moves point after, Jay, and we're knotted up 20-20 with 8:05 in the 3rd quarter. They capitalize on the interception from Derek Salinas.
How long was that run by
24 yards from Campos. And Jay, we have a ball game.
You know, I got to admit, when it was 14-0 and they had the ball down inside the red zone, ready to go up maybe 21-0, some doubt started creeping into my mind, but didn't happen for the Sand Crabs. They stayed tough, blocked the field goal, and ever since then, aside from that long pass play, it's been all Sand Crabs, Dom. It really has.
Yeah,
we have a brand new ball game.
Emmett Griman and Barrett Fallon back deep for the Wolves. Yeah, now Jay, we're entering the championship, you know, rounds in a 12-round bout.
Absolutely, just trading big swings here.
And Aguilar booms this one into the end zone, touchback over Fallon's head.
You think that kid isn't juiced up?
Oh, yeah, he's definitely juiced up. Playing at the Alamo Dome, you know, the UTSA logos all over the field.
Big punt earlier, big kickoff there.
Yeah, I mean, really, you know, that drive and that turnover, you know, was mainly off of Caesar's, you know, big boot inside the 5-yard line.
Absolutely. Really backed him up. They had to do some things to get out from the shadow of their own goal line. And 2020, guys.
It's going to be Fallon with the carry. Tries the middle, then cuts back to the right. And they'll give them close to a first down, maybe 8 yards there, Jay.
Yeah, you know, it's the first time that the Sand Crabs kind of allowed them to break contain on the edge there and just kind of all by himself out there for 8 or 9 yards.
It's going to be Fallon again off the left edge. And that's another first down.
You know, the first half, it was all passing plays, everything through the air. Didn't really run the ball well, but they've come out on back-to-back plays here. And
tackle made by 48, Maverick Cortez. And Fallon comes up a little ginger there.
Yeah, it looks like he may have landed on the football there. Hopefully that young man's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think he only had like 6 carries in the first half. We kind of bottled him up, but, I mean, in the first half, we didn't have any answers for, you know, the quarterback and his receivers. They kind of had their way, you know, with the Sand Crabs defense in the first half.
Yeah, it looks like he just kind of had the wind knocked out of him there. He's back up and walking around. He had a big game last week against Livonia. Just really ran all over them. They had the run, they had the pass. The Livonia Bears had no answer for them offensively.
Yeah, he's a little guy. I think they have him at 5'6". No, excuse me, 5'10", 165.
Yeah, he's going to be a good player for them. He's got another couple years varsity left after this.
That's the other running back, Mason Falcon. That's the one that's 5'6", 140. They got trips right, Jay, and nobody is on the receiver, number 2, and they missed that. Jay, from up here, Suckup was wide open. They did not have a defender on him. If he would have just gone on the go route, that would have been 6.
You know, we're having to flex our linebacker out there on their whenever they're going 3 wides. And
yeah, it looked like Tucker Whittle might have
yes.
missed that coverage or whatever.
Yes.
For some reason. But once again, nobody's out here with number 2. You know, you got Farrell and Salinas, and now Whittle's right there. They're in tight. But look, I mean, he's looking to rush.
Yeah, they got
and not play.
Got a bunch formation there, but a little screen play.
It gets away from Whittle.
Can bring up a 3rd down here. You know, he did a good job of making something out of nothing. He caught that ball 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage and had a long way to run just to get 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, I think Coach Alvarado may be relaying over there to Coach Salina now. They got it defended up there, Jay. 2-by-2 set for this 3rd and 5 play. High snap, rolling to his right. He gets away and he's tackled and sacked.
Is that big 64 over there?
Yeah, that's big number 64. That is Leo Sanchez with the sack there.
Big senior coming through in the Alamo Dome.
So it's 4th and 9. Looks like they were going to go for it, Jay. And then now, you know, we got a ball game, you know, ladies and gentlemen, with 6:48.
Calhoun had their first punt earlier. Now Davenport's punting the ball for the first time. And, well, they got Danger back there fielding it. Isaiah Cabrales. Let's see if he can maybe get cut loose on here and get a big return.
Mendez booms a spiraling kick. And it's muffed by Cabrales and picked up. Huge momentum right there. That's going to be a fumble. You cannot advance it.
Oh, goodness. You know, maybe you just kind of let that one bounce, Dom. You know, they were right up on him. Good coverage by Davenport, good high kick, and just get out of the way.
You know, Jay, you wonder if, you know, being in the dome and the lights, you know, might have affected that right there. You know, the first time playing indoors.
Yeah, it's different.
You know, you had number 3 Falcon going right after him, you know, and the ball just kind of died right there at his feet. Huge turnover right there. Ball's at the 16. You know, the defense had that big third down stop there.
Yeah, you know, we took advantage of interception on the short field. Let's see if Davenport can kind of do the same here, or if the defense can bow their necks.
It's going to be Fallon with the carry. No gain. It's Maverick Cortez with the tackle.
Colton Judd got in there, kind of cleaned that up on the end.
Yeah, Castillo and Judd. Loss of 1. 2nd and 11 from the 17. Ball is dropped, and we got a late flag here, Jay. It's Farrell. I wonder if they got him for a hold, and the initial indication it is a hold against Farrell.
Yeah. Golly.
He was defending Gabriel Bingy right there.
Man, he had 3rd and long coming up, and get him a new set of downs here.
Oh, they got him for a face mask. Looked like it was a hold. So that'll move the ball inside the 5. See where they mark it, Jay. Or no, excuse me. They'll mark it inside the 10 at the
Well, that's a big break right
8.
there. Had 3rd and 11 coming up, and now you got 1st and goal inside
First
the
and
10.
goal. First and goal from the 8. 2-by-2 set for Hamlin here. Number 4 goes in motion, Bingy. And it's going to be a fade route.
There you go, Farrell.
Kind of redeems himself right there.
There you go.
He was looking for Griman.
Perfectly defended over there by Farrell. You know, he caught a little grief there in the first half. They were picking on him a little bit, but he really did a good job of coverage there.
Yeah, that was a nice play right there to deflect the ball away. Put him on an island, and he did his job there. And he's on an island once again, this time with Bingy here.
I wouldn't be surprised if 12 gets a little run around the ends here.
2-by-1 set. Trying to cut the corner, and he leaps over, and he is short. Nice little athletic run right there by Fallon.
Yeah, he hurdled the defender. I kind of felt that one coming.
Yeah, he stiff-armed one defender and got the edge.
Boy, there was a Calhoun lineman that really kind of got
Starting goal from the
caught up
1.
in the middle.
And it's going to be Fallon scoring from 1 yard out. So they capitalize on the muff punt.
Yeah, this was kind of an awkward handoff there. You know, Castillo came in and took out the quarterback, but
So this one, Calhoun, you know, they had a 3rd down stop. You know, Cabrales with the muff punt. It was 27-10. It's going to be a flag offsides against Calhoun.
27-20 here in the 3rd quarter. Boy, big momentum swing on that muffed punt. Dadgum. Hate to see it. But Sandcrab's got a chance to come down here and answer.
Yeah, I was down on the field earlier, you know, watching them field punts. Like I said, you got the scoreboard up above, Jay, the lights. You know, I'm not trying to make any excuses, but this is their first time playing indoors.
And first punt of the game, you know.
Yeah.
So. I'd like to welcome our almost 1,600 viewers to this broadcast. Let's see if they can be treated to a Sandcrab touchdown here.
After that touchdown, Jay, you got the Wolves faithful howling.
You know, it's interesting, the Sandcrabs are playing at the home of the Roadrunners. We stopped the Coyotes of Alice, previously in the playoffs. Let's see if we can maybe stop a Wolf.
Mendez angles this one again, and it goes out of bounds.
Maybe they're just content to give us the ball at the 40, but that doesn't seem like a good strategy to me.
So here's that chess match once again, Jay. We kind of mention it over and over like a broken record. The left side of the offensive line has been beat. You have Tate Brodus, Eric Singletary, the safety. He's down low now near the line. And then you got 33, Donovan Kirby. They're really close to the line of scrimmage now.
Why's the ball not at the 40? Wasn't it the 40 last time they kicked out of bounds?
Yes, they did. Hallie gets away, looking for a block. That's McCall with the block right there, and that's a first down for Calhoun. Little nice drive starter there.
Yeah, good job by McCall out there on the edge, holding his ground.
Yeah, Gianni Evans-Williams, number 0, and Ryan Howe, the defensive end, number 52. They were barreling down right there on Alex, and he pitched it just in the nick of time. Ball at the 41. Hallie in motion. That's going to be a minimal gain of maybe a yard there. Tackle made by number 33. That's Donovan Kirby.
Yeah, Alice defensive line really getting low there and, going into the kneecaps of the offensive lineman and kind of mucking up that middle where the fullback doesn't really have a lot of room there to operate. But they're also securing the edge too, so they're trying to take away a multitude of things that Sand Crabs like to do offensively.
And that's going to be a fumble. Fumble recovery by Eric Singletary. And that's Gianni Evans-Williams there. He just put his big paw out there and just slapped the ball down.
Yeah, big play by him. Big play by him. He's been in the backfield all night for Davenport. You see some of these athletes on Davenport and you think that, if things were different, they'd be at a 6A school.
Well, this is their second year in existence, and I'm pretty sure, Jay, they're going to go to 5A for, this next realignment.
Yep.
Pass caught by Barrett Fallon there for a first down. After the turnover, Jay, you see the sense of urgency in the air was just taken out of the Sand Crabs. It's going to be Fallon sidestepping his way inside the 15 to the 14.
Davenport had the fumble and the interception. We got 7 points out of it. We had the muff punt and a fumble. Let's see if maybe we can just limit them to 1 touchdown here, but they're really kind of putting the pressure on us here.
It's going to be a keeper by Hamlin. Yeah, on that last snap before, Hamlin being 6'2", 135, he's been having to jump up a couple of times to actually get the snap.
He really did a good job of yanking that ball away from the running back, too.
Yeah, tackle made by Castillo. And that's going to be Griman getting to the edge, and he's going to score, Jay, from 10 yards out. So back-to-back turnovers have been backbreakers for Calhoun. Davenport capitalizing on those. You know, you give an offense like this, Jay, short field, I mean, it's hard to play defense.
Yeah, you just can't do it. They'll take advantage of it. You know, that's what makes Alabama so good. If you make one little mistake, they always make you pay for it. But, you know, this has been a game of quarters. You know, first quarter kind of belonged to Davenport. Now they come out in the third quarter and, you know, pretty much held the scoring advantage. And St. Cloud's had some miscues. Let's see if St. Cloud's can do something this last 3:21 and cut this lead in half again, and then maybe the fourth quarter can belong to Calhoun. But you can't keep turning the ball over. That, you know, another one, and it's going to really, really spell doom for the St. Crabs.
You know, and during this run, you know, the last few weeks, we have taken care of the ball. You know, like I said, on an offense like this, high octane, you can't give them short fields. And this time he kicks it deep. Salinas goes into the end zone, takes this one out, and that's going to be a flag. It's going to be a block in the back.
Yeah, it's just not a really good play there by the St. Crabs. Yeah, that's back-to-back plays on special teams that really were not great. Kind of want to maybe let that go into the end zone too. You know, I know
that was a clear block in the back on replay there, Jay. I didn't know if that was 26 Ethan Ramirez or number 28 Jacob Vargas. They got penalized there. But now the ball's at the 4.
St. Crab's going to need to go 96 yards here.
The Wolves are going to pin their ears back.
Yeah.
And there's another fumble, and it is recovered. And that's a touchdown. It's been number 43, Tate Brodus, all night long that has been causing havoc. And he recovers the touchdown.
Yeah, I think Evan Williams forced it.
Yeah, I mean, those two, Gianni Evans-Williams, in this second half, we have not been able to pick up his block.
Yeah, and just goodness gracious. Wheels are kind of coming off here, Don.
Yeah, Gianni Evans-Williams and Tate Brodus all night, along with Eric Singletary for the Wolves, Jay, they've been men against our boys as far as on the offensive line. They're just too quick, too big.
Yeah, you know, the St. Crabs haven't really run too many offensive plays, you know, with the muff punt, back-to-back fumbles. Just haven't been able to get anything, kind of self-inflicted too.
Yeah, it's been all downhill after that muff punt. It's been the snowball effect. I mean, and then you add on that block in the back, you know, that puts us inside the 5. But yeah, Jay, they have no answer right now on the line for Gianni Evans-Williams. On the first fumble, he just kind of swatted at the ball away from Alex, you know, to take away the pitch, and I think that's something that the coaches saw, and they adjusted in the second half. Coach Whitaker and his staff, they haven't made that adjustment. This time it drives Salinas back. It's going to be pitched to Cabrales, and he has a lane, Jay. Take it down hard at the 35. Jalen Morrow with the hard tackle there.
Yeah, the Wolves are kind of feeling themselves right now.
I mean, up 21.
They're doing quite a bit of celebrating over there.
Yeah, he picked him up and did a little spine buster action right there.
Absolutely.
So Calhoun has it 1st and 10 from the 35.
I think they probably had WrestleMania here in the Alamo Dome before, and that was kind of reminiscent of that. Boy, Evans Williams had thoughts of ripping that ball out from behind again. Goodness. Kids all over the field.
I don't have his height or weight, Jay, but I say from up here, he's a good
6'2", 190?
Yeah, at least 6'1", 190, 185. He's kind of slender.
Yep.
But, I mean, he's been wrecking havoc, like I said, all this third quarter. You know, Jay, in order to do this, what I would do, you know, they're pounding the edges. Just give it straight to Campos up the middle.
Yeah, but their linemen are also diving at our kneecaps and taking that away. See, they're just laying on the.
Hey, well, but we'll take the 5 or 6 yards into that we can. I mean, because right now they're just too quick to the edges.
Yep.
They're too athletic right now.
Yep.
And then you got 17, Singletary, you know, that he's coming off. He's not even worried about our receiver right there
Absolutely
to block.
Not. Yeah, that's how we had the guy open in the end zone.
You know, Jay, little fun fact here. I don't know if you know, but when Calhoun played here, Calhoun holds the Calhoun's very own Tyler McAfee. He holds, I believe, the high school record here in a playoff game at the Alamo Dome with 8 touchdowns. And Calhoun, they're tied for the highest scoring game total here at the Alamo Dome, 126 combined points.
Who was the opponent?
I believe
Well, Jace Campos bust up the middle and just kind of trucked a couple kids. 52 seconds left here in the third quarter. Let's see if we can punch this in and, you know, make a little bit more of a game out of this.
So back in 2006, the Calhoun Sandcrabs defeated the Uvalde Coyotes 76-47. Like I said, quarterback Tyler McAfee scored 8 touchdowns in that game.
Wow. Fullback?
Quarterback.
Nice.
25 seconds left in the third quarter. That's going to be a false start against Fisher Frank.
You know, we don't have the stats in front of us, Don, but I don't think the Wolves have committed a penalty in this game. If they have, it's maybe just one. You know, they did have a fumble and an interception, but aside from that, they played pretty mistake-free football.
I had them, Jay, in the first half from Coach Castillo's stats. I had a 1 10-yard penalty.
Okay. Yes, they did have a hold.
And that's the end of the third quarter with Calhoun trailing Davenport 41-20. The Wolves holding up the 4 fingers, Jay, and they're 12 minutes away from moving on. You know, that third quarter was just disastrous for Calhoun, you know. Self-inflicted wounds, the muff punt, the 2 fumbles. The game's not over, though, you know. The Wolves own, you know, the first quarter. Calhoun had the second quarter to that late touchdown. And, you know, now the Wolves have the third quarter.
Calhoun has had several games this year where they had 3 touchdowns in a quarter. They can get back in this, but, you know, we're gonna need Davenport to make some mistakes, kind of like Calhoun made in the third quarter, and help us out a little bit. But hey, you got a drive going here. Let's finish it off, and, you know, maybe an onside kick or some sort of turnover, and See if they can get back in this. Just don't get your heads down. This game is not over.
Yeah, after the penalty, 1st and 15 from the the 41. Salinas.
Boy.
You know, Jay, like I said, we're just not going to get the edges right here. It's got to be up the middle with Jace.
Boy, and Evans Williams almost did it again. Just almost.
Like I said, that he's just flashing on the left tackle and the left guard. He's just swim moving them and just getting in there.
Yeah, Gunnar McCall's over here, and they're just really not paying much attention to the when we got somebody split wide like that.
That's going to be intercepted. He's looking for Salinas and intercepted. That was number 20, Cole Boren, with the interception.
Yeah, that was just not a real good pass, Don.
Now he kind of double clutched it right there.
You know, don't force it if the guy's not open. Got a wolf down over there at around midfield.
Yeah, you know, facing 2nd and 16 there, Jay, you know.
It may have been another case of getting this wind knocked out of him over there on the return.
Yeah, that's Walker Birch. He doesn't want any help. Them's off the sideline. You know, the little Wolves defender right there, you know, I got the player of the game chain, you know. They had a little cloak and a chain there, Jay.
Yeah,
little turnover
they're
chain.
Doing a lot of celebrating, which I guess is okay.
Pass caught by number 6. That's DeAnthony Moore, the senior. Tackle made by Salinas. Gain of 9. Ball's at midfield. 2nd and 6. And that's going to be fouling. He just found that seam, tackled by Aguilar.
Yeah, they're just kind of doing whatever they want right now.
It's a gain of 16 there. The quick out to Fallon. Tackled by Castillo.
Good job by Castillo getting out there and making that tackle.
Yeah, Jay, it's just pitch and catch right now. You know, there's a crosser route. If he has number 13, he was open. Ball's caught by Griman. Jay, they have no real answer right now. Like I said, Hamlin had number 13 coming across the middle there. I mean, Singletary there.
You know, for the most part, the only incomplete passes have been drops for Davenport. They're very precise.
That's caught by DeAnthony Moore. Tackled by Aguilar.
They're very precise in their passing there.
Yeah, we're seeing right now why he's throwing for over 3,500 yards and 41 touchdowns on the year. I mean, he's had one heck of a year, you know, the senior. And that's Fallon getting away. stiff arms Cabrales. Gets the ball inside or close to the 10. They'll mark it outside the 10 at the 11.
Good job by Cabrales fighting off that stiff arm and making the tackle, forcing him out of bounds.
Here's the fade route, and that's going to be caught by Griman. An 11-yard touchdown pass. That is Griman's third touchdown of the night. He has a hat trick.
Yeah, just a really good job of getting the foot down inbounds there. Good pass, good catch.
I mean, that's been that senior to senior connection. You know, Griman's 6 foot, 190 pounds.
Is that 10 yards, Don?
Yeah, Griman coming into this game, Jay, had 64 receptions, 1,043 yards, and 11 touchdowns.
You know, Dom, I don't know about you, but I'm starting to really dislike the sound that wolves make. A lot of celebrating howls going on here in the Alamo Dome. But, you know, at this point, I think Calhoun's, you know, just trying to play a little bit for respect and not really, you know, make this a more respectable score at this point. Davenport's really dominated this second half, and honestly been some miscues by the Sandcrabs that have led to that. Good return there by Aguilar.
Yeah, 11-yard kickoff return from Aguilar. Yeah, Jay, things really shifted after that muff punt, and then the wheels just fell off. And
it's a it's a 2020 ball game, and you know we're getting an opportunity to, you know, get the ball back, and man, that really shows you how fragile a football game can be and how quickly it can turn. Maybe too soon to start talking like this, but this outcome does not diminish what's been a really strong Sandcrab football season. They, you know, get to the final 8. That's big for any team, and they've played really well this year.
I mean, and credit to both teams. I mean, this is kind of a game of underdogs. You know, everybody had Bernie coming out of this region. You know, and then when Lavernia upset them, I mean, nobody really gave Calhoun any chance going into the Burnett game. Just like, you know, many didn't give Davenport a chance against Lavernia. But, you know, that they handled Lavernia well last week. Like you said, they jumped on them early. You know, so these are two underdogs. And right now, you know, in that third quarter, you know, when we had it tied up 20-20, the defense finally had a third down stop, the muff punt, and, you know, it's been the Wolves just off to the races here. You know, they have 28 unanswered.
You know, 2 of those fumbles by the Sandcrabs are not really miscues by us. You know, it's not dropping the ball or anything. It was just really outstanding defensive plays by Davenport, and, you know, Johnny Evans-Williams just getting back there with those long arms and swatting the ball away. Down here, you know, causing another fumble that they recovered in the end zone. So, you know, they played really well the second half.
Yeah, you give credit, like I said, to Johnny Williams, you know, Tate Brodus. You know, there's a nice little run by Campos right there. He bowls over Jalen Morrow. You know, Jay, and that, you know, time and time we make mention that's been there the second half. You know, getting to the edges when they're dropping 7, 8, 9 in the box. it's been tough to get the edges.
Absolutely.
And here they are again, 9 in the box. Salinas had a nice hole right there, tripped up. Tackle made by Singletary.
Just kind of tripped over maybe Hadley's leg there. I don't, you know.
Yeah, he had a hole out there. Parker looking to pass. Incomplete to Salinas.
Yeah, a little bit too much mustard on that one.
30 and 11 after the incomplete pass. He had him there, Jay, up the seam.
Had him a little bit behind him.
Yeah.
A little bit too much of a fastball. You know, Parker had a really great game throwing the ball last week, and just connection just hasn't really been there today.
So here's your 30 and 11. It's going to be the lead option with Hadley looking for some blockers. C.J. Tanner just shedded the Fisher-Frank block.
Just an outstanding defensive play. I mean, he was blocked and just kept on fighting through it and stuck his paw out there.
Yeah, give credit to the Wolves defensive coordinator. I mean, we talked about, you know, you got to make adjustments, and they adjusted well in the second half.
Defensive coordinator and just outstanding plays, too, by their players.
Going to be Salinas with the end around, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. It's Jalen Morrow with the tackle.
You know, a really good play call, but they're just fighting around blocks and getting in there and making plays.
Yeah, Jay, it was a heck of a run, you know, with 5:13 by the Sandcrabs, but, you know, you can't give a team like the Davenport Wolves, you know, short fields. You know, we mentioned it time and time again. They're just too athletic, too explosive. Maverick Cortez with the tackle there.
What's really benefited Sandcrabs in the playoffs this year is how difficult it is to prepare for the triple option. So, you know, credit to Davenport for putting in the preparation, and then their kids showing up and making outstanding plays, fighting through blocks. You know, they did some things that a lot of teams really haven't been able to do against the Sandcrabs in the last 5 or 6 games. So, you know, credit to them.
This is Fallon getting a first down, tackled by Aguilar. You know, years ago when the Sandcrabs played Austin LBJ, you know, the game, I believe, was tied up 35-35. I believe Calhoun went down 35-21, and then they tied it up with 2 late touchdowns right before the half. And then Austin LBJ made some defensive adjustments. And I remember watching the game, they dropped 9 in the box, and actually a safety on the first play of the second half. They flashed through and hit Campos when he was trying to pitch the ball. It was a fumble, and then Austin LBJ ran away. I believe the game was like 70-42. But, you know, you face teams like this that have speed and size at the linebacker levels, it's just hard. And that's another Wolves first down. Nice little piece of running right there by Emmett Griman.
Yeah, Griman showing he can carry the ball too, not just a receiving threat. Credit to the Sand Crab fans who made this trek over there too. I mean, those fans, you know, they drove a lot further than San Antonio Davenport had to, and really showed up and represented.
That's their first down.
Timeout on the field. 3:04 remaining.
And right now, with 7:48 late in the game, Tyler Chapel Hill is leading Kilgore 21-13. Early in the year, Kilgore beat Tyler Chapel Hill, and last night we saw, you know, it's tough to beat a team twice in one season. You know, Ganado dominated Refugio last night, and you know, earlier in the season, Refugio beat them. But you know, like I said, it's tough. You know, even in college and the NFL to beat a team, you know, twice in 1 year. But Tyler Chapel Hill right now with under 8 minutes, they lead 21-13 over Kilgore.
Tell you what, if Davenport plays like this in the next 2 games, they got a shot to win the whole thing.
Yeah.
They really, really played well today.
And now Suckup is in at quarterback. That's going to be Mason Falcon with the carry. So it looks like they pulled the offensive starters here, Jay, and give some of the other kids, you know, some run. Get some reps right here under the dome.
Avoid some injuries too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they've got as good a shot as anybody to hoist that trophy here in a couple of weeks. So best of luck to Davenport going forward.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's always a feather in your cap when you can say you lost to the eventual state champion. So, you know, maybe that'll be the case this year for the Sand Crabs.
And that's going to be Suckup. And he gets inside the 10. That's a nice little shifty run right there. Inside the 9. You know, Jay, looks like he had maybe knee injury early on, in, you know, this season or in the past. Has that big knee brace, but shoot.
Yeah, he planted on that knee and really cut around the edge.
They have some athletes.
They do have athletes.
You know, he's a converted from quarterback to wide receiver.
Well, you know, again, they get to draw from a city like San Antonio. You know, there's a lot more population than you know, Calhoun County.
Yeah, he has 266 yards on the year as far as receiving. You know, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, you know, all year long. We had, I think, over 1,500 on the broadcast tonight. You know, I'd like to thank the Wave Sports, you know, Tanya for, you know, trusting in us, you know, to broadcast the games, you know, the high school for allowing us to broadcast the games through their YouTube channel, you know, during the playoffs. Marcus Martinez, you know, our IT director, you know, helping us out when we had issues. And it's been a hell of a ride, you know, for this year's team. You know, a lot of the Sand Crab faithful, you know, they're going to go home, you know, with the loss. But, you know, hats off to the kids, the coaches. You know, you got to tip your hat to the Davenport Wolves and, you know, Coach J.D. Zimmerhansel, you know.
Well, and as we mentioned on our Facebook page, you know, the cheerleaders, the band.
Yeah, the training staff, Coach Parker's training staff.
Moms and dads, abuelas, tias. Yeah, I don't know. I would maybe take a knee there, but, you know, I don't know that I really love that, but I guess if you're the Sand Crabs, you have to stop them too. It looks like it's going to be a hit in this PAT, a 55-20 final, and you know, Davenport scores the last 5 touchdowns of the game. This was a 20-20 ball game in the third quarter.
Yeah, the wheels fell off in 35 straight points there, Jay.
2013 at halftime. Sand Crabs got an interception by Salinas, punched it in. 20-20. got a defensive stop, forced the punt, and, you know, from then on, it was pretty much all Davenport. So hats off to them. I don't know, again,
Yeah, we had the interception. We had the big, you know, third down stop. You know, thought we were going to get the ball back, you know, with a chance to take the lead, and then, you know, the muff punt, and it was all Davenport from there. I mean, and it's tough whenever you get down 14 points and then you start getting down by 3 scores, you know, to try to come back. Like I said, tip your hat to the Davenport coaches, you know, in the second half. They made the defensive adjustments, you know, to get the edge rushers, you know, like I said. And big number 0, you know, Gianni Evans-Williams, you know, if I could give the player of the game to, you know, opposing team player, I would most likely give it to him. You know, he forced that first fumble and then the other fumble too. You know, that 43, Tate Brodus, you know, recovered in the end zone.
Congrats to the Sand Crabs on the outstanding season. You know, ever since that Beeville loss, they really turned it on and did not lose a football game. You know, they reeled off, what was it, 6, 7 straight, and seem to be getting better and better each week. And we're really in this game in the third quarter, like we mentioned. And congrats to the coaching staff on an outstanding year. And, you know, aside from our fullback, Jace, who, you know, was so unselfish and moved the fullback and had a really outstanding year, over 20 touchdowns, a lot of our skill guys are coming back. There's a lot of youth. You know, Hadley and Cabrales are sophomores. Parker's a junior. Salinas is a junior. So,
yeah, Calhoun to graduate, I think, 20-plus seniors. You know, it's not the way that the seniors want it to end the year, but, you know, eventually you're either going to win or there's going to be that time, you know, and unfortunately it's tonight where, you know, their high school career as far as football, you know, ends. And
only one team can end the year with a win.
Correct.
You know, to get to the Final 8, that's pretty huge. And congrats to Coach Witt and everybody who played a role in a really outstanding year. And, hey, let's come back to the Dome and play another playoff game next year.
Yeah. I mean, once again, thank you for all the viewers, the Calhoun faithful, you know, driving back, have a safe trip home, you know, the Wolves faithful, you know, best of luck moving on. You know, have safe travels as well. You know, it's like a 10, 15-minute ride home for them. Nothing to be ashamed about, you know, for the Sand Crabs, Jay. Like I said early on, you know, they didn't give us a chance other than the Calhoun faithful. You know, unfortunately, it's going to be Davenport 55, Calhoun 20. Davenport will move to 11-3 on the season, and Calhoun ends their season at 9-5.
Pretty fitting that Jay's got the final carry there. You know, going out as a senior again. He had a big year, and I know he's really emotional right now. But him and all the seniors, great senior class. And hey, let's do it again next year, Sand Crabs.
Yeah, the final game of the year, you know, for the seniors, like I said just earlier, you know, it's tough. You know, with the Sand Crabs, you know, they just couldn't overcome the turnovers and the, you know, fantastic defensive play. You know, like I said, we mentioned his name. You know, Gianni Evans-Williams, you know, I'm going to give him the defensive MVP. You know, you got Hamlin as the offensive MVP for the Wolves. And then you had Tate Brodus, and then you had Singletary. So, you know, you kind of pick your poison on which athlete's going to beat you on defense.
Evans-Williams is probably going to be playing on Saturday somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure, you know.
He's an athlete and a playmaker. You know, some kids are athletic, but they don't make plays, and he's both of those things.
Oh, yeah. Well, Jay, it was a nice run, and I'll get you next year. Marcus, really enjoyed it. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Sand Crabs.